This is Roger Deakins, and Stanley Kubrick, Robert Richardson, Steven Spielberg, and Caleb Deschanel. All of these men are experts behind the camera and have beautiful, notable work. However, they are all old or dead, as well as men. Who I'm really going to talk about is Rachel Morrison. As a young girl, Rachel Morrison always loved photography. She went on to pursue photography during her college years at Concord University. When she graduated in 1996, she decided to attend New York University with a double major in photography and cinematography. After finally choosing to completely pursue cinema, she got her graduate degree and immediately moved on to get her master's in film at American Film Institute Conservatory. She graduated in 2006 and really started her career here.
You have to exhibit a certain love for these kids, because if you don't, they can read you. They sense when you are not for real.
Morrison first got her start in filming documentary work. Her cinematography work in Rikers High kickstarted her career, landing her a job with MTV. MTV hired her as the director of photography for a reality series called The Hills. After only working there for about 2 years, she found her calling in shooting narrative film. Morrison shot her first narrative movie, Sound of My Voice, a film that was featured at the 2011 Sundance Film Festival. Her talent was starting to be seen by more in the film industry, thus moving her towards more narrative feature films, such as Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie, and Fruitvale Station. Morrison was awarded the Kodak Vision Award at the 2013 Women in Film Crystal and Lucy Awards. In an interview with the company Airy, she emphasized that Fruitvale Station was her breakthrough film. And she states, quote, "Fruitvale was sort of my perfect project because I feel like it's important and timely and it has something to say." End quote. This was the start of her growing success. As she goes through bigger works and more challenging feature films, it is clear that her skill improves with her. The story of Fruitvale Station is based on a true story about a man who was shot and killed by an officer. This took place January 1st, 2009, where the officer unlawfully shot Oscar Grant on his way home from hanging out with friends to celebrate the new year. Director and screenwriter Ryan Coogler was devastated, but inspired by this display of police brutality and racial injustice, so he wrote and directed Fruitvale Station, the movie. Morrison was hired as his director of photography, and she used this opportunity to get the importance of this event out to the world, as well as show her skill as a cinematographer. In another interview with Rolling Stone, Morrison claimed that she felt she made an impact on others with her work in the film. To be responsible for recording a narrative based on something true and powerful, having it shown to millions absolutely would make an impact. Morrison had control over the visual message of the movie. The power she held was significant, and she used it to achieve Coogler's vision and to emphasize the importance of police brutality. She stated later in the interview, quote, "I think I'd hoped that there'd be more of a visible difference, and that we'd maybe see a decrease in police brutality in the years following Fruitvale Station. I hate to say that that hasn't been the case." End quote. Morrison expresses her style of film in every movie she's involved in. The variety of films she shoots is impressive itself. She's able to shoot in exactly the right tone each movie is trying to portray. After Fruitvale Station, she shot the movie Cake, which is a drama about a woman who sees the vision of her deceased friend. Did the movie Dope, a comedy drama about a high schooler who runs from violent drug dealers, and finally to Mudbound, a darker drama about 2 World War II veterans who address racism in rural Mississippi. The emotion expressed in each film is captured by Morrison's desire to humanize film through the eye of the camera lens. Her vision is so well executed that she became the first woman to ever receive a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Cinematography in 2017 for Mudbound. The exposure from Mudbound was huge for Morrison. She returned back on set with Ryan Coogler to film his new groundbreaking hit, Black Panther. According to an interview with Gold Derby, Morrison said she had no knowledge of any Marvel movie, making this yet another challenge for her. Her expertise in the film easily shined. In this scene, the works and movements of the camera jump from fight to fight. Morrison followed Coogler's choreography perfectly, impressively capturing every moment in the scene. Her skill flourished in this movie, as you can see the popping of the colors of the clothing, clean shots on the subjects, and Morrison's style of film embedded in the movie to get that humanistic look. Rachel Morrison is a very successful cinematographer with exceptional talent. There is no doubt that she will continue to film larger movies as her career continues.